Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about what's in my camera bag. Cue intro. First things first, as a photographer, videographer, or whoever you want to be known as, you always gotta have a good camera bag. And the camera bag I use, starting out for beginners, for everybody who's just starting to do YouTube, filming, videography, cinematography, I don't know if that's the same, photography. If you're all trying to do those things, you have to have something good to carry all your gear. Because if you don't, it just becomes unorganized, it looks sloppy, people look at you weird, you know what I mean? It's just bad. And the camera bag that I use is a Hex brand camera bag. It's a Slingshot Ranger bag, you know, it's a really good bag. It holds everything that I need it to hold. It's just an amazing bag. You have your little pouches here that you put your wiring, your cords and everything like that. You have your area where you can put your phone in and everything, or whatever accessories that you have to call people, you know what I'm saying? We do it's just an amazing camera bag, man. I honestly use it like anywhere I go. And right here, this is where it holds, you know, your camera, your lenses, whatever. You can even put your important gear up in here, like your hard drive or your SD cards in there, in a safe little pouch right here that zips up like this, right here, right there, just like that. And then back here you can put your small iPad or your book. I usually put my journal in here because it helps me write down different things and everything like that. But I would say the only thing about this bag is that I don't really recommend this for DSLR cameras. I really recommend this for mirrorless cameras. But I still love this bag. I still use this bag every single day whenever I gotta do a photo shoot or wherever I'm about to go out and just shoot around and just do whatever. This camera bag is it. Hex brand. This camera is amazing. This is a Canon 6D Mark II. This camera is an absolute beast, and I believe that every photographer, videographer just starting out, who's interested in Canon and everything like that, if you're starting out in videography, if you're starting out in photography, this is your camera. This camera right here is a step before entering the professional cameras. But this camera right here is amazing. The battery life, oh my god, the battery life on here is great. Like, I can use this camera at least for 2 days straight, just shooting, non-stop shooting, if you're strategically smart with your battery. And I only have one battery for this, but this shoots like absolutely amazing. When you turn, hold on, its frames per second is okay. It's not the best, but for me it's good because, you know, it's just I don't know, I'm a beginner. It's just good. The lens I shoot with, the lens I go crazy with is a, well, first, this is my first Canon zoom lens. It is a 17-40. This lens right here is amazing. It is an L series lens. I always wanted an L series lens because they're just amazing. You know, Canon never, you know, disappoints with their glass or with their lenses. That's one thing I can most definitely say. You will never get a disappointment with their lens. And if you do, then in my opinion, I don't think you're using the lens correctly. But this lens right here is amazing. It captures, if I wanted to, a wide, or, you know, kind of more focus on a certain area. There's been so many times where I've gotten in a struggle where I'm like, yo, like, I wish I could capture a lot more. I wish I can get more people in this picture. And someone recommended that I get a 17-40 starting out, and I did, and I still love this lens. The only thing is that I wish that they had another version of this one, and a 2.8. I don't know if they do. If they do, you guys let me know down below in the comments. But this right here is an f4, which is still good. But like I said, it's just a good camera. I mean, good lens. The next lens I use is something that's slept on, something that nobody really tells you should get starting out. I say for all beginning photographers and videographers, if you don't have the money to get certain things, don't try to break your pockets by getting it. Try to go within your budget, and this lens right here is the Canon 50mm lens. This lens right here is absolutely amazing, and it is so slept on, guys. Like, nobody really takes the time on trying to use this lens. I don't really hear a lot of people trying to use this lens. They always try to break their pockets and try to get this 50mm, you know, 2.8 or 1.8, I believe, L series lens, and that right there is expensive. It's a very expensive lens because of like so much technology that goes into it and so much glass. The glass is what really matters. But if you're on a budget like me and you don't want to break your pockets like me, and you're just trying to start out with portraits like me, this 50mm lens right here will do the job. It is amazing. I've done a lot of pictures with this lens. The autofocus is really good. The only problem I have with this one is that you can kind of hear the lens focusing, and I mean, you get what you pay for, but I mean, it still came out to be a great picture. I just recommend that if you are doing videos with this, you rather shoot it in manual focus, maybe autofocus sometimes depending on what you're trying to do. But like I said, this lens right here is absolutely amazing. It's just, there's not much you can really say about it. It's just like, go buy it, go take your time, invest your time in with this lens, learn this lens, and you'd be surprised of what you can capture with this lens right here. Next thing I carry around with me is this Wonder Boom speaker. This speaker right here is an absolute beast. I know I got a lot of beasts in my bag, but this right here can take anything. I've accidentally dropped this from 2 stories. I dropped it down the stairs. I put it in water. It's waterproof. It's dust proof. Well, dust resistant. I've accidentally maybe chucked it, you know, and it was super dark that day. We're not gonna talk about that, but it's very loud too. It's very, very loud. Honestly, it can, you know, blow up a party. It can go crazy with this song. The reason why I carry this speaker around is because everybody needs music to be comfortable, to be themselves, able to work, able to vibe with each other, and this right here does the job. This right here helps me get through the photo shoot. It helps everybody else get through the photo shoot. You know, I always set this out and I'd be like, what song y'all want to play? What song do y'all want to hear? And I play it, and they get relaxed, comfortable. They start doing their thing with the poses and everything like that, and I capture it. This right here, without this, man, there wouldn't be really good photo shoots, you know, my way. There wouldn't be absolutely no good photo shoots. I'm not gonna plug my iPhone, you know, play from that speaker. Now I'm gonna plug it up to this, Bluetooth it, and play from here, and it's gonna do the right thing. So if you are on a budget, this right here was $80. That's because Best Buy was on the sale. I think every photographer and videographer, especially videographers and YouTubers, you guys need this. It's something you should have. But if you're on a budget, this right here is the right thing. Alright, so the next thing on the list, this is more for videographers and photographers, well, photographers too, and YouTubers. You guys should really invest into the GorillaPod, the Joby GorillaPod. This right here, you can hurt somebody with this, and I wouldn't recommend doing that. You can protect yourself with this. I've done a lot with this. Like this right here, it's just strong. It's powerful. It's just, it holds a lot. This can hold my camera. This can hold a 5D Mark IV with the biggest lens on there. This is, I know I'm being dramatic, but you know, when doing some math and everything like that and balancing, this right here can hold that. This right here, I put it on anything. I can wrap it around something. I can fold it, I can bend it, I can do whatever I want, and it'll still hold my camera sideways, this way, that way. It just does an amazing job with stability and strength. You will never be disappointed with this. Is it expensive? Yes, it is expensive. If you are on a budget, listen, what I mean by on a budget, I mean like if you're coming out of high school, if you're in college, or if you're trying to start YouTube and you don't really have much money in your pockets, this right here is kind of above like my budget, but I took the time on saving money to get this because I really wanted the best stabilizer for me, like for what I do, and it did amazing. It's worth it. I believe this is, I think I paid $70 for this. I think I did. And it's just, it does what it's got to do. I mean, it's an amazing Gorilla Pod. Alright, the next thing that's in my camera bag is my journal. The reason why I carry my journal around is because I jot down so many ideas. This helps me get my creative mind working in the process. It's a good exercise too, I believe, if you carry something like this around and you start jotting down things. You start jotting down what's on your mind, what's in, you know, what you're trying to pull out. Sometimes it's very hard for creators and people who are very creative to get what they want out into the world. And this right here helps me get that out into the world. This right here helps me mold the perfect photo shoot or mold the perfect photos. And sometimes it can be very difficult, and that's why you put all your mistakes in here, and hopefully that you made all your mistakes in here and you don't make them out there. And that's why I carry this around. This right here saved my life. So honestly, I believe everyone should invest into a journal or something that can help them get their creative mind into a working process. Another thing that's in my camera bag is these AirPods. Everybody, like I said, you should have some type of music. I believe music really helps you motivate your brain. I don't know if that makes sense. Your brain. You know, I put in my ears and everything like that, duh. And I play the music I want to play and I record. I literally record whatever I gotta record with these right here. Like, I go crazy with this. I will sometimes sit somewhere at work or at the park or in a car, and I'll just listen to music and I get my brain bumping and working, because music somehow it gets me really thinking and gets everything on a flow. And if things don't get on a flow, my creativity goes down. For me, it does. So these Apple AirPods right here are a lifesaver when it comes to photography or videography. Actually, I've used the next film I'm about to be doing. I'm gonna have these in my ear, one in my ear and the other one kind of directing and everything like that. And the reason why is because there's a part in the film that I need the music so I can be like, okay, yeah, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and that's to get my head going, get my brain going, and my creativity just goes everywhere. So this right here is a lifesaver. Another thing is that I got an update for you guys. I said in the video, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a short film. It's gonna be my first short film. Hopefully, I pray to God it comes out amazing, because I really want people to understand what I'm putting out there. And you know, I hope you guys enjoy the short film. I will tell you the title of it. The title of it is called Late, and hopefully, like I said, it comes out great. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, Ayeo!